I am Brie. I am the founder of CBT with Brie, which is a cognitive behavioral therapy. Um, it started off as one-on-one, and now I'm doing kind of more group coaching. And since starting the AA program, now teaching a course online and running a community of people. The name of the business is actually Cognitive Behavioral Mental Health Strategies. So that's my area of work. My expertise is in the mental health space. What made me wanted to start the AA program and to kind of start to scale my business actually is it's a personal story. I found out in June of last year. I mean, in February last year, my sister and I found out that our dad was at risk of being homeless. He'd been struggling with his mental health for a few years, and the pandemic really hit him hard. He's retirement age and had a hard time adjusting. Um, and of course was having a hard time finding work and things like that as well. In June, we found out that he has early-onset dementia. And so it was really important for me to figure out a way to scale my business so that I had the financial freedom and the time freedom so that I could care for him as things progressed. He started living with my sister right away, but she's got 3 kids and a dog and, 2 houses to take care of and all of these things. So she's got a lot going on. On the other hand, am single with no children, and so I have a little bit more flexibility when it comes to caring for him. But I knew that I couldn't do that without growing my business first. The Authority Accelerator Program really impacted my business positively in the sense that it gave me, just the step-by-step format. It is so packed with information. I'm actually only 19% of the way through the course right now, and it has already, transformed my business and the way that I'm interacting with my with my client base. I haven't started to do any advertising like outside of my immediate community yet, but my prototype launch for the course generated almost $15,000, and I only gave it about 3 weeks, from like promotion to start. So it was a really successful launch, and it's given me the interview process that's part of the program, where you're interviewing your ideal clients, was so beneficial because I was building those relationships in a way that wasn't about sales. It was really about understanding their problem. And I think that developed a level of trust that just isn't really something that you get with a lot of other programs in terms of like marketing yourself. I thought that was a really, really great method and kind of way to start this off. I've actually continued doing that still, just trying to get to know my demographic better and to learn the language that they use, when talking about their problems, so my marketing is more aligned with how they're talking about themselves. And the personal connection piece is especially important because of the work that I'm doing in the mental health space. It's really important for people to feel comfortable and to trust. That's a major component of success for them. So some of the tangible results for my business, like I mentioned before, that cash injection of $15,000 at the beginning of the year was amazing. It allowed me to actually hire I reinvested most of it just directly back into the business, hiring, like a web developer and a media and brand strategist and things like that, just people to kind of bring onto the team, and actually hired from within the course. So the people who had taken my course, I hired them so that they had the kind of knowledge and understanding from like within the program. But it allowed me to do that. It allowed me to bring on some more people onto the team. It allowed me to reinvest into my business. And it gave me that cash injection where now I can really focus on kind of like building the infrastructure that I need to scale the business kind of before really kind of moving ahead full speed. It's given me a little bit of breathing room to focus on what I need to focus on before I kind of put the cart before the horse and this thing gets out of my hands. I know that it will be incredibly successful. The kind of like beta testing prototype concept and method really gives me that confidence. So it's given me it's just given me a lot of like security. And even some of the earlier stuff, I think in like the first module where Sunny's talking about mindset, that started for me months and months before I actually started doing the interviews and things, was kind of believing in my inevitable success. So the mindset thing was massive, and that really helped me to move forward with confidence. The prototype has been, that methodology and that sequence has been amazing in developing the relationship with my clients. And the and the action plan as well. I mean, the scripts have allowed the sales to flow really, really smoothly. Of course, I've had to like adjust it for my particular niche and the people that I'm working with, but having all of that has really alleviated a lot of like the time pressure, and in like learning a whole new set of skills. I mean, it's there's steps to follow, and that's been super beneficial in terms of saving me a lot of time and a lot of mental energy. I think what I would say to someone who is looking at the accelerator, the Authority or Accelerator program, if that's something that is of interest to you, if you have, an idea, if you have knowledge of something, I mean, there's immense value within the program if you follow the steps and you're really integral to your personal voice, and if you move through it with authenticity and and with great care for your client, for the people that you're going to be working with, it's foolproof. You may not make your investment back immediately, but you will make it back. The return on investment, I think the potential is immense. It was definitely a scary thing to invest in for me initially, but I doubled my investment, and as soon as I did my pop launch. So it's worth it.